All right, today we're tackling a decision that is, let's be honest, becoming absolutely critical for every single healthcare professional in India. We're talking about how to choose the right digital marketing partner for 2025. In a world where your patients are Googling symptoms before they even think about calling a clinic, this isn't just about running a few ads. It's about the very health of your practice. Okay, let's dive in.
So let's start with the big question right off the bat. Why can't you just hire any marketing agency out there? I mean, they know how to get clicks, they know how to build brands, right? Well, when it comes to healthcare, it is a completely different ballgame. The stakes are way higher, the rules are so much stricter, and the number one currency is trust.
And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. See, on one side, you've got your generalist agencies. They're great, they know marketing principles. But on the other side, you have the specialized healthcare agencies. And these are the folks who get the really crucial nuances. The tangled web of regulations, the ethics behind patient communication, and most importantly, how to build that deep, lasting trust in a field where it means everything.
Which brings us right to our first major topic, the healthcare marketing challenge itself. Look, being online is essential for growth. We all know that. But for doctors and hospitals, it's a landscape that is just filled with unique complexities, and you really need an expert guide to navigate it. And what's so important here is how we break down those challenges. This isn't just about following ad guidelines. We're talking about strict regulations from bodies like the Medical Council of India, the MCI, and the Advertising Standards Council of India, or ASCI. They have very specific rules about how you can talk to patients. We're talking about the huge responsibility of handling sensitive patient data. And maybe most of all, the stakes for your reputation are sky high. One misstep, and you're looking at consequences that go way, way beyond just a failed campaign.
So, with all those challenges out there, how in the world do you find the right partner? Well, that's what we're getting into now. Think of this next section as your personal toolkit, a clear framework you can use to evaluate any agency and make the best choice for your practice. According to our source material, any top-tier agency is going to be built on these 5 pillars. Number 1, proven experience. Have they actually done this before for hospitals or clinics? 2, compliance knowledge. Do they live and breathe the regulations? 3, a full funnel strategy. We'll get to that in a sec. 4, they've got to have modern tools and analytics, using things like AI and conversion rate optimization to turn clicks into actual patients. And finally, number 5, completely transparent execution. These are your non-negotiables, for sure.
So, I just mentioned full funnel strategy, right? What does that actually mean? Well, the key here is that it's not just about getting a lead, a name, and a phone number. It's a whole approach that manages the entire patient journey. From the second someone searches for their symptoms online, to the articles and videos they watch, all the way through to booking an appointment and even getting follow-up care. It's the whole shebang.
Okay, so to make all of this a bit more concrete, let's take a look at the actual landscape in India. According to the source, here are 5 agencies that really embody these qualities, and each one has a slightly different specialty. This gives us a really great snapshot of what's out there.
Just take a look at this table. You can really see the diversity here, right? You've got an agency like upGrowth, listed as best for health tech platforms because they focus on scalable, data-driven stuff. Then there's MetaTwit India, which is all about personal branding for individual doctors. And Brand Medics is highlighted for its strength in regional and multilingual marketing. The real takeaway here is that the best agency is really the one that's best for your specific needs.
All right, so with that landscape in mind, how do you make that final choice? Let's get super practical. We're going to break down 4 critical questions that you absolutely must ask any agency you're thinking of partnering with. First up, and this is so important, have they worked with a practice that's similar to yours? And don't just settle for healthcare experience. The needs of a giant hospital are totally different from a solo dental clinic. You need to ask for case studies from practices that are your size, in your specialty. You want a partner who already speaks your language and gets your unique challenges from day one.
Second, you have to go right to the heart of it. What is their approach to patient trust and data sensitivity? Ask them straight up about their process for making sure everything is compliant. How do they handle patient data? What about testimonials? A great agency will bring up ethics and privacy themselves. If you get a vague answer, that is a major red flag. This isn't just a nice to have, it's the entire foundation of your reputation.
Third question, do they offer full funnel ownership? This is a really crucial distinction to make. Are you just looking for someone to run your Google ads? Or do you need a true strategic partner who can manage that entire patient acquisition process from start to finish? Understanding their scope is key to aligning their services with your actual growth goals.
And finally, maybe the most important question for your bottom line, can they measure real outcomes? I mean, forget about vanity metrics like clicks and impressions. Who cares? You need an agency that measures what actually matters. How many patient appointments were booked? What was the real return on your investment? That's the data that's going to drive your practice forward.
Okay, so now that we have our framework for choosing a partner today, let's look to the future. To really give you a competitive edge, here are the key trends in healthcare marketing that are already shaping up for 2025.
What's coming next is pretty fascinating. AI is going to play a huge role in automating things and personalizing communication. We're seeing the rise of programmatic ads, which is just automated ad buying that allows for super precise targeting. Your Google business profile, it's becoming even more critical for local search, and there's a huge demand for both short-form video to educate patients and for ad creatives that are built to be compliant right from the very start. You know, this quote from the source really just says it all. In the coming year, success isn't just about having the flashiest digital strategy. It's going to be about combining that strategy with a rock-solid commitment to being ethical and responsible. The brands that can do both, those are the ones that are going to win. So, we'll end with this question for you. You're getting your practice ready for all the challenges and opportunities of 2025. The real question is, does your marketing partner have the specialized skills, the ethical framework, and the strategic vision to help you get there? Thanks for watching The Explainer.